Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. You are looking with me at beautiful 99 Toyota 4Runner 4-wheel drive 5EZFE V6 engine. It's a super cool truck and it has 244,000 miles on the clock. The owner of this beautiful rig was worried a little bit about maybe some steering wobble or maybe the truck pulling slightly to the left or to the right, I forgot. So she stopped by a local shop and they said, you don't need alignment. No, that cannot be done. You need a rack and pinion and everything else with it for a total of $1150. So she said maybe I should call Peter. So I said, hey, bring it. Of course I can replace the rack and pinion with all the other parts. Of course it will be a little bit cheaper depending what part we will use. But I would like to first confirm that your rack and pinion is bad and it needs to be replaced. So I put the vehicle on the lift, still with the tires, and I started looking for the play in the steering. And sure enough, it wasn't here in the outer tie rod and ball joint. There is a ball joint here. These are pretty tight. But the play was basically inside of this, I will say, harmonica, this dust boot. When I was moving the wheel here, which was still there, I will feel the little play here. And that means that the inner tie rod is having a play. So here you can enjoy it. This is the view you normally see. Everything is still installed. I will be replacing all of it too. And now let's go to see on the other side. What do you see after everything was removed? So this is the last part of that rack and pinion. I will show you what I have removed. This is that boot removed with that clamp. On this side it was held by the non-reusable clamps. There are two of them already removed from each side. And here comes the show for you on the table. So this is what came off. This is the inner tie rod and this is the outer tie rod. You can see it's nicely printed left, which means it came off driver's side. This ball joint was pretty okay. There wasn't any pop, play, anything. But this was very loose, which you can see. I can move it super easily. And here you can see that special washer, which is holding it nicely in place and preventing that it will unscrew itself from the rack and pinion. So obviously when you are already there will be no extra labor to replace the outer tie rod end. So customer, after I talked to her, she correctly agreed and approved both sides inner tie rod ends and both sides outer tie rod ends. Again you can see left, right. These are not exchangeable. These two are absolutely identical for both sides. Here you can see that hardware which will be changed with it. These cotter pins are for the top of the ball joint, so that cotter pin will be actually right here. This is another from the previous job. The same story. Look how loose it is. This is another inner tie rod, which was also making that clunk, that play on that ball, as you can see it nicely here. That was the reason to replace it. Now, you, of course, would like to do it yourself. Now you see how everything is simple. You would like to do it yourself. So the nut up here, which was removed, that's a 19 millimeter. Well, now is the problem what you probably will not have in your toolbox. This is an open wrench end, and the size it's large, it's a 27 millimeter. This part, which is right here, right, it's the same thing from previous vehicle. To grab this, it's 28 millimeter. And this is the largest size, the removed part, which might have been original Toyota. This you will need 44 millimeter large open end wrench. Putting it later together, it's a breeze, and you will get away easily with any crescent wrench and grabbing these and turning it together and so on. The most problematic, it's the removal, and it's loosening this one. So this one, once again, it's 27 millimeter. If you have a crescent wrench, it might start rounding this nut. So this is the biggest pain in the ass. They are many times rusted together. Even this one, I had to use that penetrating oil. I cleaned it first with the brush, and then I kept spraying that penetrating oil, having the garbage can underneath it. It was dripping in. This one, it's always the worst. It's easy to round it, so this will give you the most trouble. So get ready with that at least 27 millimeter open end wrench. Now, when you are taking it apart, which I can show right now, this is still on the vehicle, you crack this loose and you will start turning it. So just observe this end and count how many turns until it will come out. In this case, it's a 19 rotation, 19. And when I will be installing the new parts, I will do exactly the same. I will follow 19 full rotations, 360, when it's coming back, because I want to have that alignment of this wheel roughly the same as it was when the vehicle came to my shop. We don't want one wheel goes right, one wheel left, or both of them slightly right. The vehicle will be wandering around. It will be unsafe for the owner to leave. Obviously, anytime you do this job, vehicle will require alignment. I'm definitely planning on filming this step-by-step how-to on the one side. They're identical, but just today I don't have enough time to deal with the camcorder and do the repair in the timely manner so the customer can have it back. So I hope you find this video helpful. For some of you, we explain the mystery, what it means, outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Now you saw even that it's relatively easy to take it apart with correct tools. And please make sure you are subscribed, because I have way more videos coming your way soon. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, my friend.